Hello everybody, my name is Caroline and welcome to my Atlanta, Georgia kitchen. This is our final week of the contest and it's desserts. I'm so excited about the dessert that I'm going to be sharing with you today because it involves two products from right here in the state of Georgia. We're going to be using our fresh peaches from Middle Georgia and our pecans in South Georgia. Of course, the star of the show is going to be our Praline cream cheese sauce featuring none other than our Philadelphia cream cheese. We're going to be using this praline sauce to top our sour cream pound cakes, which I've already made for the sake of time. Today we're going to make our sauce and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it on our cupcakes. You start with a half a stick of butter, already melted. I've melted that. And then we add our cinnamon and our brown sugar. Now how can we go wrong with the beginnings of that? We stir that together until it's combined. And then we add a half or 4 ounces of our Philadelphia cream cheese. Where I'm going to melt that. As that cooks, I want to tell all of you how impressed I've been with your videos and your recipes. And that brings a story to mind about my granddaughter. I have a 2-year-old granddaughter whose vocabulary I know is larger than mine. Her word of the week this week is impressed. And she says to me, "Mimi, are you so impressed that I can do this? Are you so impressed that I can do that?" And today I hope that I can impress you with my recipe as much as you've impressed me with yours. So our sauce is continuing to cook. This has the taste of a caramel icing, which is delicious, but it's so much easier than a caramel icing because we can make this in a matter of minutes. And if you've ever made caramel icing, you know that it involves watching the temperature, making sure you don't overcook it, and this is so much easier to do. I just added confectioner's sugar, and now we're going to be adding a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. Yum. And as soon as this is combined, we're going to be adding our pecans. And that's all it is to making this praline cream cheese sauce. Now I do want to share a story about the cupcake recipe. It is a sour cream pound cake recipe that I got from my mother-in-law, and the day she decided to share that recipe with me was the day that I was having 20 guests for dinner at Christmas time. Naturally, everything was pretty frantic, and she was helping me in the kitchen. We managed to get the pound cake into the oven, only to realize after 10 minutes that we had not put the egg whites into the pound cake. Well, it's 6 egg whites, so that would have a tremendous impact on our cake. I was in panic mode, but she calmly suggested we take the cake out of the oven and stir in or fold in our egg whites. We did that and the pound cake came out beautifully. There's a lesson in that story. Anytime you make a mistake in the kitchen, you can correct it. So our sauce is almost finished blending. If you can see the sauce blending. And now we're going to stir in our pecans. We're almost done with our sauce. It's looking yummy. It looks exactly like caramel. So I'm going to leave that on low while it continues to blend. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with our cupcakes. A pound cake is a very dense cake. I finally figured out that's why nobody makes pound cake cupcakes. But I came up with the idea to drill a hole into the cupcake so that we can have our sauce oozing down through the middle and all over the top. I'm using an apple core to do this. Now I made 2 different sizes of pound cake. We have a regular muffin pan, and then I used the large one just for fun. And I thought perhaps this would be too large to serve as a single serving for a guest, but I fixed the whole thing and I ate every bite of it, so I can tell you it's really not too large. So we're going to use the large cupcake. We're going to drill our hole in the center of the cupcake with our apple core. I'm going to set this down. pull it out. All right, I've let my cake get too solid here, but now this little piece is delicious to eat as well. Now we're going to take our praline cream cheese sauce and we're going to pour it into our little hole and we're going to spread it over the top as if it were an icing. Yum! I hope your mouth is watering because mine is. Then we're going to top that with our fresh sliced peach. And if that's not enough sugar for you, we're going to crown it with our whipped cream. Now, I hope you are so impressed. How delicious does that look? I'm going to take a bite. Yum. The best part about this dish is that you can make all of this in advance. Sugar and sugar and more sugar. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as I've enjoyed watching all of yours. Thanks.